Hey everyone, welcome once again to the iConis podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. Don't let the show be a secret. And we are talking about the silent but deadly Night Flyer. So you're all gonna be saying, who is the Night Flyer? Well, first of all, the Night Flyer made his first appearance in Captain America issue number 213 back in September 10th of 1977. And then of course, it's the continuation of his arc in issue number 214, the month after October in 1977. So the Night Flyer was an assassin on a glider that's jet powered with a lot of technology created by Jack the King Kirby to be an antagonist for the Falcon. Because in the story arc, Steve just finished, or Captain America just had a battle with the Red Skull, and he was blind. So they put him in a military facility to guard him while he recovered. The Falcon was there as his partner to make sure everything was going well and also act as guard duty. And then, of course, the corporation hires, or, gives the assignment to the Night Flyer to come in on his glider, get in there very silently, and to take care of Captain America for once and for all. So one, who's the corporation? There's not much details. Jack Kirby created this character to be a one-off antagonist for the Falcon during this two-comic story arc. So it was almost like he's a throwaway character. Now, he was in green, he's just 6 feet, 200 pounds, and he can lift 25 tons. So he's no slouch in the strength department. He's got the technology. He can throw out or shoot electric beams from his fingertips. And he has an array of gadgets that help him in these assignments for breaking and entering and being silent. Like, he's the ultimate assassin. So take, the Hitman video game, take a little bit of Assassin's Creed, even throw in there some Splinter Cell, and then you have the idea what this character could be. And this is back in 1977. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but of course, back then there was a huge craze on hang gliding and people at the parks hanging out with their kites. Right? It just had this resurgence in this whole thing with the culture. Now, keep in mind, kites have been around forever. People like hang gliding because they want to believe a man can fly. But back in the 70s, it was a huge thing along with skateboards. And when I say skateboards, I don't mean the long boards. I'm talking the little banana boards that they did all the tricks on. So here we go. Now, with that being said, to show you how popular hang gliding was when it came to the toy market or even comics, you heard me mention before on the G.I. Joe videos we've done, that they had the G.I. Joe Skyhawk with a 12-inch doll that would sit in there and you'd be able to use it as a true kite and fly it in the air as high as it can go and enjoy that. And then, of course, when you had the Real American Hero, they came out with the Falcon glider, which was made out of styrofoam. It came with a figure. You attach it on, you would throw it and it would glide, and Cobra had the same thing. And, of course, Cobra had their jet glider, so to speak. So I'm not saying these are all influences, but I said at the time, with bell bottoms and afros, peace, love, and all that, this is where this character is created. Was the character used enough? I don't think so, because it shows his skills on how he got into the facility, how he fought off all the other soldiers, how Captain America, blinded, still had to fight him, and he was really a nemesis more for the Falcon. What we missed from these two issues, in my opinion, was an outdoor dogfight with the Falcon and the Night Glider, because not only was his hang glider just silent, he can kick on the jets that were in there, and it was very hard shell canopy with, a cell phone, what you would call a cell phone now, but back then, drawn in a Kirby style. So there's a lot more tech in this that we never got to see used. So now we fast forward a little bit, and then we go, that was his first appearance. And then, of course, the Night Flyer shows up for his final appearance in the Incredible Hulk issue number 264. You can, 25 tons. You're not in the Hulk's class, but you're no slouch either, because if you look at that back then in the old school ways, they used to say, Spider-Man can do 10 tons. Okay. Sam Wilson, he was strong, but he was nowhere near that power level. So he ends up fighting the Hulk, and the Hulk turns around and smashes his glider at one point, and it shoots out a sonic backlash, and you see the energy crackling, and it causes the Night Flyer just gets unalived. But then we see that the Night Flyer is not human, he's an android. So now the question is, who made him? Who's the corporation? Who's he taking orders from? And why was he given the assignment to get rid of Captain America? a lot of unknown questions. And once again, he got brought into that Hulk storyline, and it was just a one-off, so the corporation's got to be around. We have Roxanne Oil, you've got Hydra, you have AIM, you have other companies that are within the Marvel Universe that are nefarious for doing these things. The corporation, I think, was overlooked. It was overlooked. So, one, can we bring back the corporation? Two, the Night Flyer being an android, should he come back? Sure, why not? Because there's a lot of other people that can deal with it, and it would be great to see Sam Wilson with his own, deep cut of a rogue from his past that he'll remember, and maybe we'll get the aerial fight. And then add on to the tech. Give us some more deep-rooted things. Let him now have to investigate the corporation and find out who they are and who's operating them. Maybe you could throw in another character we wouldn't think of back then who could be the leader of this, and it's been underground the whole time, operating from the shadows. So I personally would like to see the Night Flyer come back. I would, the character I think had a great look. And once again, something that was a throwaway character for Jack the King Kirby resonated with a lot of people. And I didn't find much online talking about the original Night Flyer. Yes, they did bring him back in the Savage Avengers, where he was being, doing a jailbreak with Deadpool and Conan the Barbarian. I know, but that's where he came in as a character named Stanley. But he was more of a thief. I want to get back to the roots of this character and see how high he can fly. Once again, this is Barry from the iConis podcast. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. Don't let the show be a secret. And this whole world was created by a pencil, a piece of paper, and lots of imagination. Keep on dreaming.